start it right. Spreading bullshit, whatever the cost, you cunt. The translation's been lost. Alright, I get it. I didn't let you come in on time last time, so you're just being a prick. That's
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm not going to let you get one over on me. I'm going to come back next week stronger than ever.
I feel like that was strong enough. Don't come back next week, anything. I'll do the job.
I won't come back next week. It'll just be you.
It'll just be me. Finally. It'll just be me running into a microphone. That's what I've been waiting for this whole time.
Should have opened my drink before I started this podcast.
It's a normal drink this time. It's not an alcoholic drink.
Actually,
mixing it up. Actually, no, he's pouring it into rum. What am I talking
obviously.
about?
You think I'm going to drink
Obviously,
Monster on its
pouring
own?
it into rum. Yeah.
Also, this is a fucking heathen's drink and a half. A Monster and rum.
Also, we're
Disgusting.
translation lost.
We are Translation Lost podcast. We drink rum on a Tuesday.
Some of us do.
Because sometimes it's just one of those weeks.
Already.
Actually, my week's been
2 days
really
in.
grand.
2 days in, you're like, I can't do it.
Yeah, no, a really good week. You're like, it's time to celebrate on a Tuesday. We've already killed it.
Yeah, went to the gym one time. Fucking, we
Flaked on the gym.
watch foreign language movies with no subtitles and we talk about them.
That's
right,
what we
if you want
do.
to skip to the movie talk, you can do so. There's probably a thing in the description. unless
Hopefully,
Brian
I
forgets.
forgot to do it last week. I'll do it this
Yeah,
week.
put them both in because it's important, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also, I'm calling you out. You flaked on me so hard for the gym for like a whole fucking week, right?
Yeah.
You flaked on me every day, and look, I
Yeah.
understood because your mom was working, which means that there wasn't a lift going, right? And
Yeah,
that won't
yeah.
be a problem when you're driving, obviously.
Obviously.
Right? But it went on, and I was getting real fucked up of it. And then on Sunday, I was like, "Alright, what's the crack? Are we gymming tomorrow?" And you were like, "Yeah, boy!" And you sent me a fucking gif. You were super excited about it, right? Then on Monday, I'm in work. Right? Bear in mind that I got dropped into town. I said to you, hey, do you want to go to the gym before work or after work? And you're like,
Yes.
after work, right? So
Yeah.
I got dropped into town at about 9 o'clock. My shift didn't start until 11, so I just hung around in town, right? Just waiting for work. Right, because there was no point in going back to my freezing cold house and then walking back in to work,
it's
right?
so much
I
worse
hung
than I
around,
thought.
right? I hung around for a few hours, went to work. In work, I'm messaging you. You're super hype. We're both super hype. We're talking about how we both have pre-wo that we're gonna take before going to the gym.
Pre-workout.
And then like half an hour before, and I know this because Sive was gone covering Dublin Street, so I was in the shop on my own. I get a message from you saying I'm not going. I'm not going. And I send you a picture back that is me wearing the t-shirt you gave me on this podcast with your face on it.
Yeah.
Because I was going to surprise you and go to the gym with you and whip off my work uniform and be like, let's do it, Brian. I'm glad you're back in the gym. And you fucking flaked on me again. And I just went to the gym alone. Just went to the gym alone, like wearing a t-shirt with your face on it. I didn't have anything else. It was just my work uniform.
That just makes it funnier to me, though. The fact that you went to the gym on your own with a t-shirt with my face on it, I feel like in some way I won.
Oh my god. I don't think you have, Brian. You
think
were in the gym today. I don't think you won at all. You were trying to do shit that you were able to do a week ago and you weren't able to do it, and I think that serves you right.
Pretty good in
We
the gym
did pretty
today.
good, but
I
you know
was
yourself, Brian.
blasting out bench presses
You
like nobody's fucking business.
You shouldn't have taken the week off, and you know it.
Oh, I shouldn't have. I had no choice, though.
You let me down, Brian. Whatever, fuck it. Anyway,
I quit the podcast.
how
We're
was
done.
your week? What have you watched? All that
my
stupid
week's
stuff
been
we
pretty
talked
good. I
It's
don't
a
quit. I don't
Tuesday,
quit,
so
by the
like-
way. That was a lie. Oh, if you're listening to this on iTunes or YouTube, I want to get this out ahead. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you can actually get the podcast a whole day early on iTunes and Spotify, because that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
We're a big deal, big dick podcast for big deal, big dick boys like ourselves. Dara, they can't. There's no
I know,
camera.
Shane, there's
no
no
one can
camera
see.
for this visual gag.
Also, you're
I'm gonna
holding it
keep-
upside down. Why are the balls on top?
I'm gonna keep this here for a while.
Dara's holding my dick. Dara got me a bottle opener that's just a big black dick.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it? Amsterdam?
No, this was in Salou, which is a family place. Like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you have to explain to your parents?
No, man, I just bought it. I went off on my own a couple of times to
Okay.
smoke some sneaky fags.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, vape boy's gone bad. No, it was stressful. being with the family for the week, so I was like, I'll just bring like a few cigarettes.
Yeah.
And so I snuck away to buy. I was snuck away to smoke them, and also to buy weird stuff like this.
Yeah.
And other presents for people that I just didn't want to have to explain. Because some of them, they weren't weird presents, most of them. But there was just like, I don't want to have to tell you why I'm buying a present for this person or whatever. Yeah, whatever. My reasons are my own. Well,
So-
I don't need to tell you why I'm buying my friend Brian a black wooden penis that he can open beers with.
And the moral of this story really is you can check us out on iTunes and Spotify.
Sorry.
It's a translation lost.
Jesus.
There'll be links and stuff
Yeah.
in the description.
Yeah.
Leave us a review on iTunes. We'll read it.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's bad.
Even if it's bad.
Even if it's bad, we'll
So
read it
if you're a
out.
big dick boy or a big dick girl, check us out on iTunes and Spotify. My week was good.
Good.
I
stuff.
watched Ted Bundy.
Yeah, boy.
I didn't watch it all.
You
I watched
forgot
the
about
first
this?
2 episodes.
What'd you think?
Wasn't a fan.
No.
No, the show was good. Wasn't a fan of
Of
Ted,
Ted Bundy?
Pretty overall shit dude, to be honest.
A pretty horrible monster. Man, that I watched the whole show. I watched pretty much all of it with Roshin as well. And oh my fucking god, it gets so dark, man.
Yeah,
You don't even know.
Starts dark. He's a fucking
I know,
serial
but you
killer.
haven't seen where it goes, man. Like the whole trial process. Like he was a celebrity, you know, and not just a celebrity. He was like a celebrity heartthrob.
Is the
Honest to God, watch the rest of the fucking show. Watch the rest of the show. See those women at the courtroom. All these women turning up from around the country, and then these TV cameras are interviewing them, being like, "Why do you come?" And they're like, "I don't know. There's just." He's so mysterious, you know. Every time he turns and looks at me, I'm like, "Oh, is he gonna get me next?" That's an actual quote from one of those women.
What?
Because he's so sexy,
fuck?
Brian. He was so sexy. He was like what, 70s? Was that when he was caught? He was 70s sexy.
Was it 70s?
Yeah, it was about that. I'd say 80s,
Yeah, it was,
maybe.
it was
70s.
75, I
Yeah,
think, wasn't it?
but he was a fairly attractive man. But it was the charisma, Brian. It was the charisma.
He escaped during his trial. I did not know
He
that.
escaped twice.
I only got to where it's like...
He just jumped out a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the end of that might be the end of the first episode, not the second. I don't know.
No, I think it might be at the end of the second. Yeah. He's a really interesting guy and a horrible fucking monster.
I don't know.
Total psychopath.
Yeah, he's just a real 2 thumbs down.
Yeah.
Ted
as a
Bundy
whole.
gest 2 thumbs down from me.
Yeah, from the Translation Lost podcast. Yeah.
Also, he had a unibrow. Fuck him.
Yeah, man. But he sometimes had a unibrow. There's one point where they like show a picture.
Wasn't that hot? That's what I'm trying to
they
say.
show like 9 of his mugshots all beside each other, and it's insane how different he looks in all of them. He's so good at like this police officer says like, oh, he was the kind of guy that whatever way the light fell on him, he looked different. So he was able to just disappear. And like all these different mugshots, he just has like a little bit more facial hair or something, or like his hair's just styled a slightly different way, and he looks like a totally different guy.
It's super interesting to hear him talk about stuff. Like
Yeah. Once he
that's where
breaks
it
into
gets-
the third person shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh fuck.
But that's something that I said to Roisin at the time that we were watching it, is because she was like, it's insane how much of a celebrity he was. Like, really, isn't that kind of all he wanted? And I was like, well, he was a celebrity. He is a celebrity. Look at us watching this television show about things that he did like fucking 30, 40, 50 years ago, or not more, right? And we're watching it to hear his perspective on it in the third person.
I wouldn't call him a celebrity. Celebrities are the word celebrity. It's like to celebrate someone. I don't think we celebrate Ted Bundy.
I mean,
Some people did, and that's not
Kim
cool.
Kardashian's a celebrity.
Yeah.
I never celebrate Kim Kardashian.
I don't get the hate.
Oh, are you shitting me?
I don't get the hate at all for Kim Kardashian.
I hate her. I hate her whole family. I hate them all, man.
I don't find
hate
them
so
interesting,
much.
but
I
like
hate them so much. I hate that. I hate everything. Do you know what I hate about them is that they make a fortune basically doing nothing, but what they really do.
That's not
no, but
true
what they
at all.
actually
Get the fuck out here
they're
with that.
doing stuff. Then what are they doing? What they're doing
They're
is
selling
what
themselves
they're
as a
doing
product.
Is making themselves a product. Or,
Yeah.
in other words,
Could you
making
make yourself
all
a
women
product?
all over the world hate themselves. That's their profession, and they make fucking bank off of it. You're not good enough. I'm better. Be like me. Buy my shit. Boom. That's where they get their money.
Yeah.
That's what they're out there
Yeah,
doing.
that's
So
fair.
fuck them.
All right, yeah, I suppose.
I can't stand it. And they are so fucking rich off of that. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
But is that their fault, or is that the people who are buying their shit's fault?
Yeah, it's definitely. How dare the people be insecure? How dare they have a flaw and a weak spot? That's
Everybody's
being taken
insecure.
advantage
Not
of.
everyone buys
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian's perfume.
Like, man, I don't think it's right to say, oh yeah, it's everyone else's fault for buying into it and for going along with it. It's the one person's fault who's putting it out there, in my opinion. And look, it is probably it's a very fucking. Everyone kind of has that opinion. It's not controversial at all. But it's just the way I feel. I think it's offensive that they are as like just idolized as they are, and they don't do anything of value. What do they actually contribute that's of value?
I have no answer to that.
Because there
yeah,
isn't anything.
no.
They contribute to the world. They're a big part of the world, a massive part of it. But nothing is worth anything.
There's so many, all the time you hear fucking Kardashians, blah, 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 blah. Everyone's so mad at them all the time, and it's like, are they really the biggest fucking, who cares?
They're not the biggest. I don't think they're the biggest problem in the world.
Definitely not, no.
But I think that they're a fucking shining example of one of them,
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, they probably are an easy target, but I have had years to.
I just think the Kardashians are fucking low-hanging fruit at this point.
Yeah,
if
they
you're gonna give
definitely
out
are.
about
But
something.
oh my god, you just spilled Monster on your driving learning book.
On my log book. No, I didn't spill it on it. It was only a little bit.
Right, it's fine. It's fine.
Whoops.
But look, they are definitely low-hanging fruit. But I think the reason they're low-hanging fruit is because there's something fucked up about it. I don't think everyone knows what is fucked up about it. But I've spent a fucking lot of time thinking about why I hate them so much. It's just in me, and so I'm like, I need to
So what you're saying
understand
is
it.
you've wasted a lot of time thinking about this.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But it's because it drives me crazy. It does. It honestly does. It just as someone who wants to I have big dreams and big plans of stuff I want to do and everything. Of course, it would definitely suit me financially if all of it came through. But I would also be providing something that I like to think has some form of value.
Yeah.
But just
to
see these fucking.
I don't think it's something that anyone should aspire to do.
Yeah, I just hate that like back in the day people would freak the fuck out, women in particular obviously, but they would lose their shit over the Beatles. People who were changing music forever.
Yeah.
That's worth freaking out about. That's a pretty big deal. These people are freaking out about, oh my god, it's this woman who is really good looking because she has the money to be.
Kim Kardashian took another photo. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It saddens me. Anyway, what you watch? Other than the fucking Ted Bundy
Ted
thing.
Bundy, 2 thumbs down.
Yeah, 2
Not
thumbs
much more to
down.
say about that. Other than he was a
Kardashians,
piece
2
of
thumbs
shit.
down from me. Whatever
Ted
about
Bundy,
Brian says.
Kardashian, basically the same person.
Oh, Jesus. Man.
The Kardashians are just a family of Ted Bundys.
Oh, don't get me off on that shit, man. Don't get me started on that shit. Jesus Christ. I just thought of more complaints. I'm not even going to make them. What else did you watch? We need to move on.
I watched a lot more RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm on the newest season now, season 10. It's pretty good.
So I hear.
That's all I really have to say about that. It's a pretty good show. You get into it because you're like, oh yeah, I've heard they're really bitchy and there's drama and stuff, and that part of it's fun. But then you start watching it and you're like, oh man, this is kind of this is more of an art than I thought it was. Because I'm
being a drag queen.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a fucking dumb idiot, so I didn't know anything about it going into it.
Oh, look, man, I've always definitely been like, yeah, that's something I can't do. That's
Like
well
some
beyond
of the
me.
shit
And
that they
it
like,
is-
the looks that they do
yeah, man.
are like crazy. They're
yeah.
awesome.
There's
Like,
a guy who came
one woman
over,
came out as a beetle.
like an actual
Like she was
a
in like this
beetle.
big dress that looked really cool, and then she got down on her hands and knees and looked like a beetle.
That's crazy.
And I was like,
That's
oh my
awesome.
god,
that's pretty sick.
ridiculous.
There's a guy who came over. He's one of Jason's friends. And he was going out in drag, and he was really fucking really convincing. Despite the fact that he was like 6 foot
That's what
something.
they call fishy.
He
He was. That's yeah. That's what they call it when they're like convincing. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're fishy.
Okay, interesting. Well, he was very fishy, but it was
I'm learning
crazy
the
because
lingo.
he's like he's like a 6 foot something dude anyway, and he was
Yeah.
wearing these huge heels. So he was like towering over everyone. But he did my skullduggery pleasant makeup because
Oh, cool.
I'm no good at any of that,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was like, yeah, I'll do that for you for sure, and it was savage.
Yeah,
It was so
yeah.
much better than I ever could have done it.
Like you see them in and out of drag, and like the fucking difference in their faces is insane, and it's all just from makeup.
Yeah.
There's one queen in it this year that's really interesting. Cameron something. Can't remember. We're still early into the season, so I haven't learned anyone's names. I
Right.
wait for it to thin out.
Yeah.
Because there's too many. They're all just shouting. No, but she's called the Muscle Queen, and like this dude's jacked,
Oh shit.
and it's really cool.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds cool. I'm not really into reality TV in general.
That's fair.
doesn't
It
get
is
me.
super reality TV.
And I was on a reality TV show.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
that's part of the reason.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
It's super. The last final I watched, which was season 8 or 9, one of those. They had like a lip sync off. It was like a tournament at the end, and it was fucking crazy. It was the hypest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
One drag queen had gloves on, and she pulled off the gloves, and all these rose petals came out. And her thing was like she was bald, and she always used to do looks that incorporated her being bald, but she's wearing a wig. And me and Ali are watching it, and Ali's like, I thought she was like, her thing was like being bald though. Why would she rock up to the final in a wig? Midway through the fucking song, she pulls the wig off really slowly, and all these rose petals fall out, and it's fucking
Oh my
dope.
god! Wow.
And we were like watching it, and we were like,
That's so
they're doing
theatric.
fucking special attacks on this shit, because they're both lip syncing to the same song,
Wow.
trying to outdo each other.
That's pretty spectacular. This is pretty off topic, but we've mentioned on this before the play comedians that I did one time.
Yeah.
And there's a bit in it where I like in my like comedy routine I stamped the fuck out of a violin, and when we did a dress rehearsal of it that day, right, the very next scene immediately after I do that monologue and smash that violin and all that is like the scene where we're having the big discussion in the classroom afterwards, and I'm talking to my like teacher, my comedy teacher, being like, you know, what went wrong and stuff. And in the dress rehearsal, I smashed the violin for the first time ever, because obviously I couldn't do that every time in the practicing.
Yeah.
And they swept the violin bits off stage right beside me where I was waiting to walk on. So I just like really quickly scooped them into the violin case and carried it back on. And then had like did the whole scene, and like half an hour later, in like a really pivotal moment in something I said to him, I just opened the violin case and just all the shards of violin came out, and I was like, and it just felt so right. I
Yeah.
was like, that was perfect.
That was
And
improv?
it was totally improv. And it was
yeah,
during
yeah.
the dress rehearsal, and then during the actual performance, I told the stagehands numerous times, I was like, sweep it exactly where you did before, just over right beside me
no.
so I can do that again. And they didn't. They swept it off the other side of the stage, and that moment was just lost.
Scumbags.
I know, man. They fucking
Scumbags.
ruined it. They ruined it.
You told them to do it.
I
as
told
well.
them
That's
so
fucking-
many times. So many times.
What the fuck? Your job is to be a stagehand and to do things to make the play better,
Oh,
or
it
like
was-
to work with the.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
I know.
That
It was-
makes me so.
It was
upset.
really sad, man. It was honestly so
Ah,
sad.
fuck those guys.
And even before I opened the case and let
Those
all the shards
black
fall out,
t-shirt
there were
wearing
like
bastards.
loose strings from the violin coming out of the case and stuff. It looked so cool, even just walking back on stage with it. It would have been beautiful,
Yeah,
but no, gone.
that was.
Anyway, RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race is great. That's all I really can say about it at this
Yeah.
point. I promise I'll stop talking about it now.
This reminded me though. This is a thing that I forgot I watched.
We're pointing.
Yeah, I watched an episode of Ireland's First Dates.
Oh yeah. You were talking about
by
this.
the advice of your mother.
Yes.
Because a guy who used to be in my school was on it.
Yeah.
Going on a first date. His literal first date. He'd never been on any date ever before.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was like 18. He's like 18.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it was really good. It was really, really fun. I watched it with Finn. We've watched First Dates before, but I think it was the UK version.
Oh
but
yeah.
this
yeah,
was
yeah.
It was hilarious and also really lovely at times. There was one date that just did not go well at all. Like, it was just really awkward. The guy seemed like a total douche.
Oh,
But-
did he go with multiple different guys?
No, it's like they show multiple different dates.
So he.
And then the guy that from my school was only just in one of the dates.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But he was going out with this other guy, and it was I was expecting it to be like, because to be honest, it was a bit judgmental of me, but they show you a shot of his date arriving, and he's got like wild pink hair up, like brushed off to the side, and he's wearing like suspenders and stuff, and then he like doing the pre-date interview, and he's being all cheeky, and you're like, ooh, this could be a bit fiery. But then it was like lovely. It was really sweet. They just had a really nice time. It was great.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
But then,
wholesome.
But then it said at the end, when it like updates you, it was like they didn't see each other again. I was like, no. They got me way on board, man. I was ready for it. It was it was lovely. It was really lovely. It didn't work out. Yeah, but it was pretty good. First Dates is a fucking hilarious show.
Yeah.
It's so funny, man. It's so fun. Sometimes it's just really sad. There was this old couple. It was like, well, they were like hoping to be a couple, but like they're both like a widower and a widow, like
a couple of old hopefuls.
Yeah. And they're just sitting there being like, well, this is how my spouse died.
Oh
And,
yeah.
it's just like, but they're so casual about it because they've told so many people over the years. Oh man, it's gas. It's a fucking funny show. Yeah, I just jumped in there. That's something I watched. Go on.
I rewatched Big Mouth. That's still a great show. I was totally wrong about that show.
Yeah, you were so wrong for so long.
I will raise my hands to the heavens
No.
and I will declare I was incorrect. That's the only time I'll ever do that, though. Never again. Yeah, that show's great. There's new stuff coming out with that sometime there's like a Valentine's Day special coming out.
So you said. Yeah.
Rewatching it, Coach Steve is hilarious.
Man, I find him to be like the least funny part of it, to be honest. He kind of gets on my nerves. I know, it's like, yeah, I get it, he's thick, whatever. I like the hormone monster because he's just driven by testosterone, and I think that's
a hormone
hilarious.
monster sometimes gets a little bit too close to Rick from Rick and Morty for me.
Okay, I can I can't really see that, to be honest. It's a different thing. It's not because Rick from Rick and Morty is like, oh, I know everything and everything fucking sucks.
Yeah, I know what
as a
Rick
result.
from Rick and Morty is like.
Like
we all know because they say it every single fucking episode.
But the hormone monster he's just in the background constantly wanting everything to turn into a sexual scenario, and I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's fair. I forgot about the little Tyler, the little hormone monster who shows up.
Oh shit!
Later on.
Yeah.
He's disgusting.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking gross.
Oh, he's just so gross.
Man, the bit where Andrew and Missy are in the like love chamber thing in the heart, and they're about to kiss, and he's like, "Oh, I need to distract the hormone monster." So he's like, "This is Gerald, some bullshit from like this really boring political show."
Oh no, it's not a political show. It's from Lake Wobegon. What's his fucking name? Garrison Keillor.
Yeah. There you go. He's like, this is Garrison Keillor.
Garrison Keillor, Lake Wobegon is that show that your dad listens to. Right. Like my dad listens to Garrison Keillor.
Right. And then
I can't. He just puts me to sleep.
And then he's like, "Oh God, it's so boring. You can't take it." And then he
now
comes
I will
back.
Exhale through my nose hairs.
and then he's like, "Look what you made me do." And he's holding his head, and he's like, "This is the only way to shut him up." And he starts forcing onto it. Oh my God!
And then later on, he's like, "That was a bit extreme. Did you know Netflix wanted us to put that in?"
Yeah, they insisted on it.
They do some fun stuff with that. There's a bit where like it goes to the next episode screen, and Coach Steve just like walks out, and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing? You gonna watch another episode? You want to hang out here for a while?" I'm not doing anything.
There's another bit where the hormone monster looks back and he's like, "That don't you remember that happened in the last episode?" And he looks at the camera. He's like, "Are you binging it? I bet you're binging it. It's pretty good, right?"
It's a really good show.
It's great.
I think it got a really like kind of a lot of people recoiled at the very first.
The subject matter.
Not even the subject matter. I saw a lot of artists being like, "Oh, it's shit art. The art's really bad." And the character designs are kind of shit.
Yeah, but the hormone monsters again look great. I
actually think that the art's not bad, and that it looks like that intentionally, because it's really awkward and shitty looking.
Yeah,
fucking puberty is really awkward.
Yeah,
it's that. I think that's somewhat intentional.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think that.
Also, the subject matter is handled really well.
Yeah, definitely. I absolutely. I think it's so well that I recommended it to my brother. That's the best way to put it.
I like Shane Lizard.
Which one's that?
The Shane Wizard. Coach Steve calls him Shane Lizard, and he's like, later on, he's like, "I never got your name," and he's like, "You can call me Shane Lizard." That's what my friends call me. Your friend is Coach Steve, isn't he? Everyone's. No.
Oh man,
it's a fucking great show.
I do like the bit where Coach Steve loses his virginity. That's pretty good. That's a nice little.
He makes his pee-pee sneeze in a lady.
Yeah. That is a pretty good little side plot. It's quite nice.
The stuff with Jay is really funny. He's fucking Adrian Pimento from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he's also in The League as well. He's really funny. I think he's
a good voice actor because he's got that crazy voice. I don't like looking at him very much.
Oh no, he is rough to look at. Like, he is, and that's kind of his thing as well. He's like just a real crazy looking dude.
I'm doing the bug eyes. No one can see, but I'm doing the bug eyes.
In The League, the show The League, he's basically Adrian Pimento if his whole family was killed, and he became a porn directing criminal. And there's
J-Rock style.
There's 2 episodes like fully around him in that show, and it's him and Seth Rogen are like best friends.
Oh, you've mentioned these.
They're the 2 best episodes of that show. Fuck all the other episodes. No one cares. Just watch those 2 episodes.
I found out that Tim Minchin is in, I think, the 3rd season of Californication, a show I've never watched ever. But I found out because I saw a YouTube video called Tim Minchin as Atticus Fetch. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I put it on, and it's just clips of his character in that show. Oh my god, it's hilarious. It's so funny. He's like a rock star, because look at Tim Minchin.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, Brian, there's some hysterical
I've heard
shit.
Californication's really good.
Yeah? I might check it out just based off of that.
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it has been for fucking ages. Yeah. I may check that out. It looks class. I'm still really obsessed with Tim Minchin, by the way.
Yeah.
Listening to him makes me want to play piano. That's a big part of why I like it.
I do that as well. Piano is actually a big factor on whether or not I can get like really stuck into some, like David Bowie I'm listening to right now. Or Bowie, how the fuck you say his name?
I think it is supposed to be Bowie. But who the fuck says Bowie?
Bowie.
Bowie. David Bowie.
Yeah, I've been listening to a shitload of David Bowie, and he also plays a ton of piano, so that's good inspiration.
Yeah, and plays really good piano.
And I've been listening to a ton of the Proto Men.
Yeah, so you mentioned.
Who are a band who wrote a 3-part rock opera that's a retelling of the Mega Man story, and it's really fucking good. The music in it, like the actual music, is good. They're good at writing songs. The writing's good. It's not like super overt. You could just listen to it as an album. You don't really need to know anything about Mega Man to get into it.
Yeah,
it's good. It's worth checking out. It's the first act is like a half hour long as well. Like, nice. You can get through it really quick.
Yeah, is it on Spotify?
Yeah, it's all on
Sweet.
Spotify. They have a bunch of other albums too, but I haven't listened to those yet. I'm working my way through.
They're not about Mega Man.
Yeah. They're not about the best game ever made.
Well, that's a big thing. I thought it was Red Dead 2.
Mega Man 2 is the best game ever made.
I thought it was Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2 is my favorite game ever made. Mega Man 2 is the best
Okay,
game.
fair enough.
It's like I don't
Alright.
know what my favorite movie is, but I know that Mad Max 2 is the best movie ever made.
Are you shitting me?
Yes.
Wow.
Mad Max 2 is the best movie ever made. That's what I meant to say. I think I said Mega Man before.
Yeah, but then I said, "Are you shitting me?" And you said yes, so I'm confused. Did you mean
Oh,
that?
now
or
I'm
not?
confused too. Oh no, maybe it isn't. Who knows?
It definitely isn't. It definitely isn't.
What do you think is the best movie? It might be Space Odyssey. Might be.
I've not seen Space Odyssey.
That's might actually be my favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you change that so often. I can't keep up with it.
Yeah, because I watch a lot of movies.
yeah.
What kind of bullshit question is that? What's your favorite thing, definitively? I don't fucking
You
know.
just asked me that exact question.
What's your favorite thing, Dara? What's your
My
favorite
favorite
movie
thing?
right now?
My
That's what
favorite-
the question
I don't
should
know.
be.
I don't know. My favorite movie right now. I can't think of the last time I saw a film that was like that was amazing. Last time I saw a film and I was like that was amazing. I was The Shawshank Redemption. Because it took me forever to see that. That's a fucking amazing film, but it wouldn't be my favorite of all time.
I remember that movie where like for years and years and years everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that's one of the best movies ever made," and I was like, "Really?" Because like not for any reason, just because you do that when people say like this is the best thing ever. You're like, "Is it really though?" And then I watched The Shawshank Redemption because I was like, "Well, fuck it, it's time to see." Yeah, it just is one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah,
like
it's incredible. Yeah.
I like watched it and I wasn't even like I was really, really good. I'm not like I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But I was like it was just such a like fact to me that like that's just one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I don't want to be like, even though that's the most recent amazing film I've seen, I don't want to put that as my favorite film of all time.
Yeah, it's a bit cliche.
Yeah,
right.
right,
Everyone always says like, "Oh, it's The Godfather."
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption.
Which we were just talking about earlier. I also haven't seen.
That's a good movie. That's one of the best movies ever made. Would you believe?
Yeah, I've heard. Would you believe? I'm trying to think. Did I watch anything else? I've been watching Drew Gooden videos.
Oh, Drew
Pretty
Gooden's
good.
great.
Yeah, pretty funny. You know what? He's not as funny as like a lot of other YouTubers I watch, but he gets really annoyed at like a lot of things that also annoy me, just like internet bullshit, just nonsense, and he'll just like take a 20-minute video identifying exactly what the problem is with it, because you always just know, you're like, there's something fucked about this, I don't know what it is. It can't just be that it's annoying. There also must be a reason that it all like is shit. And he finds the reason that it sucks, so that you can justify your hatred of internet nonsense. I'm talking like he's really big on kind of like calling people out for like copyright infringement or just stealing intellectual property.
Me and Ali were talking about this. There's a really distinct genre of YouTube right now. That's white boys who are angry at stuff.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting at a computer desk.
I mean, like Mr. Gigi almost falls into that.
I wouldn't.
He's not a white boy.
I don't think he's a
That's
white
the
boy.
problem. But he's doing that thing.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Mr.
Like.
Gigi is one of the best, though. I think.
Oh yeah. No, he's like the benchmark for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gus Johnson's another really good one.
Benchmark is not that good, I think. High watermark. Let's say. There we go.
Danny Gonzalez. I don't know if you watched any more of him.
I haven't really. I saw one or
He's
two of
fucking
his
good.
videos pop up on my thing too.
He does like he has a series about these prank channels that we should watch. They're
He
really
also doesn't look 100% white boy though. So
Danny Gonzalez.
yeah, well his name is Gonzalez.
He looks like a white boy to me. He's a soft white boy.
I'd say I'd call him a soft Hispanic. To be honest, that'd be my guess.
I don't know. I don't like to assume someone's race, Dara. That seems pretty racist.
I'm not assuming. I'm trying to deduct.
You're saying just because he's called Gonzalez, they need to kick him south of the border, Dara? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Don't call me out on my fucking opinions. Are you doing that because I have to do that?
No, I'm just doing that because I have to do it.
Brian was stroking his mustache to
I was
like
moving it out of my mouth.
Yeah, I was only just complaining to him earlier
So I
about how
need to
my
trim it.
mustache keeps getting stuck in my mouth
Yeah, I
and it's
just
no
get
good.
scissors and just cut it along the top of my lip.
Yeah, that'll probably be a good way to do it. I don't do that, but I don't have as much of a connecty bit as you either. You know,
Yeah,
down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it into the chin. I shaved
It's all
down.
growing back
I
now, that's
I
the
shaved the sides again and just had a little goatee for a while. I never shaved the sides completely. I just shaved the stubble. But the thing is, every time I do that, no one ever says anything. No one ever notices.
Yeah,
No
it's
one
'cause your sides are
notices
so,
at all.
light.
The sides are like light, but when they get long, they just get really scraggly. And
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
I need to shave the sides.
Yeah.
I forget to do that, and then
Yeah.
it just looks like someone stuck a load of pubes to my face. But also, I'm really lazy, Dara.
Yeah.
So I'll just rock the pube. I think I have the pube look in my driver's license,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be that picture for
For a long time.
For a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Okay, did I watch anything else? Did you watch anything else?
Did I watch anything else? No.
No.
We both watched a trailer for a show that looks really good.
Yes, we did. That's right. I forgot about that.
What We
Looks
Do in the
great.
Shadows.
Yeah.
Got a trailer.
The humor is like really seems to be weirdly the same. You know?
Like I said, it's
I
a
know,
lot of the
yeah,
same people.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know, just because the same people are like executively producing it, that doesn't always equate to the same product. That
See,
just
I
means that the same people are funding it sometimes. Do you know?
Taika Waititi
Yeah.
and Jermaine Clement don't seem like the type of people who would just stick their name on something for money. They seem to have an artistic vision with stuff.
Yes, which is
which is
much
why-
appreciated in these days.
Which is why he made the best Marvel movie.
Yeah. Well,
Is there a better Marvel movie than Thor Ragnarok?
there easily could be. Yeah. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Just like as a movie, like there isn't a better comic, like comedy Marvel film. Like it's the best one as a comedy, but I don't necessarily think it's the best Marvel film.
Oh yeah, no, but why would I want it to be anything other than a comedy?
Well,
There's
I'm
a big
saying,
green man in it. There's a big green. You're telling me to take it seriously when there's a big green man.
Yeah, but like there are like other films in the Marvel franchise that are like good films. Like as a film, this is a better film. You know?
I'm trying to think of one that I liked. Civil War was good. I
Civil
liked
War is
Civil War.
pretty fucking great. Spider-Man: Homecoming is a pretty good.
Spider-Man:
film.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
That's the best one. Sorry,
Yeah, I'd say
that's
that,
my
yeah.
favorite superhero movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see why. That one's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. Yeah.
Isn't my favorite superhero movie shit? That's
Huh?
a tough question because I don't know. Maybe I've seen something outside of Marvel that's. See, I don't class the Christopher Nolan movies as superhero movies.
I watched The Losers a little while ago. You ever seen that?
No.
It's a DC property. Chris Evans is in it, weirdly.
Oh.
And he's really good in it. Best part of it, would you believe? He seems to be the
Was
best
that
part of a
Ben
lot of
Stiller
shit.
movie?
No. Then you're thinking of Tropic Thunder. I think.
No.
What?
There was a Ben Stiller superhero movie. It's the
What?
one that's from the video of Smash Mouth's All Star.
What?
Yeah.
You're not talking about Zoolander.
No, that's not. Fucking goddamn it! Is it the Miss?
What? That was
I
a
have
sentence!
to. I have to Google this.
That
Hang
was
on.
not- Those weren't words even.
The League of Gentlemen, something like that.
Oh, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
No,
Ben Stiller wasn't in that.
No, not that movie.
That movie's dog shit.
That movie is dog
Yeah.
shit. That movie's just shite.
That movie ruined someone's career. Whose career did
No,
that
it didn't ruin anyone's career. Sean Connery just retired after.
because he was like, I've made the wrong choice like twice.
Mystery Men.
Mystery Man.
Fucking Mystery Men.
Mystery Man.
Mystery Men is great.
Is it?
It's got a
I've
6.1
never heard
out
of
of
it.
10 on IMDb. That's the. Do you know? Have you seen the video for Smash Mouth's All Star?
I don't think I have.
Where it's like all.
Oh wait, no, they're auditioning to be a superhero or something.
That's what
right?
that movie's from. That's
I always wondered why that was the video for All Star. I was like,
Yeah.
that's so what?
because they used it in that. Everyone remembers it from Shrek, but I'm an OG fan.
Oh my
I
God.
remember when it was in Mystery Men.
Oh my god, Mystery Man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
definitely not the best superhero movie though. No. The
You seen
Losers.
Sky High?
Sky High.
Sky High was the shit, man.
Sky
I
High.
loved that shit. when I
Fucking
was
Kurt
young.
Russell.
Kurt Russell, yes, Kurt Russell was in that film. He was great. Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Winstead, yeah.
Yeah, from
Wasn't there a kid who could
Scott
turn into
Pilgrim
a puddle
fame?
or something?
Yes, he's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
useless.
I
Yeah,
barely
there was
remember.
one kid who glue in the dark. He glue in the dark.
Oh my God.
That was his power, and it ended up being useful. It was great.
Of course.
And
There's
oh,
always the
and
power
the-
that looks like it's shit,
And
but
the,
then it's...
and the villain kid, his name was War and Peace. War and
No
Peace.
way.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Isn't that amazing?
Holy shit.
And he was super cool. He was all like
Oh,
emo with like
wow.
long black hair, and he would like, and he had fire.
Oh my
fire
God,
hands.
no
He
way.
was sick. He was dope, and he worked in a Chinese restaurant as a waiter.
Was he
That was
he
just
Chinese?
a downside thing, huh?
Was he Chinese?
No, well, no, he was kind of ethnic looking, but I wouldn't say he's
Ah.
Chinese. Maybe he was Asian. He might have been
Vaguely
Asian in hindsight.
ethnic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No.
It was a different time.
That was a great film. That was a great film.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved that
maybe
when I was a kid.
I remember it being great when I was a kid, but
I
it
loved
could
it.
be shit
And I
today.
remember watching it with Harry.
In
When
fact,
Harry
it most
got,
definitely is shit.
when
today.
Harry got a little older, I watched it with him, and I was older, obviously, and I remember being like, you know what, this is like definitely cornier than I remember, but still pretty fucking good. It's pretty good. It's a good one. If you've got
How
a
did we
kid,
even get on this? Where
I
the
don't
fuck
know.
did we?
I think.
Oh yeah, What We Do in the Shadows
Oh,
is again
yeah.
a TV show.
Yes.
That movie is fantastic
Yeah.
if you haven't seen
And the
it.
trailer looks great as well. Check that
They used
shit
the same
out.
trailer song as
Yes.
the movie.
Yeah.
God, that's such a good. That might be one of my favorite comedy movies. I think.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
just
fucking great.
fucking
It's pretty
hilarious.
fucking funny. Yeah. It's great. It's great.
And it looks like they're adding new elements to the show, and they're going about it in a good way.
Yeah, they're expanding the universe.
Which is good because that's a fun universe.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for that, but it's on FX. So it's an FX show.
FX comes to Netflix, here sometimes.
Eventually.
Yeah, but,
Eventually. I'm still waiting on fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine season 5.
it'll come out, and if it's shit, then that's fine. You'll forget about it, and if it's really good, then you'll forget about it, and then someday you'll go on Netflix and be like, "Oh shit," because like we weren't thinking about What We Do in the Shadows like yesterday.
That's true. I had no idea this was coming.
Yeah, you
as
can
I
just
said.
forget about it.
Pretty
for a
big
bit.
surprise. Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
do with Always Sunny. I just don't think about it.
Nice.
And eventually, it shows up.
Nice.
Fucking eventually, it took like 2 years this time, or whatever the fuck. Also, the Twilight Zone got a trailer at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like they're
Are they
redoing.
making a new show, like?
Yeah, and it's hosted by Jordan Peele
Oh, shit.
of Key and
Yeah.
Peele, and also from
he's in
Get Out.
everything now.
Is he?
It seems that way. He seems to have really exploded after that film.
Well, that film was fantastic.
So
it's,
I keep hearing.
it's really good.
Yeah.
It's just really good horror movie.
Mm.
Social
my laptop, but
social
we should put that
horror,
on
whatever
my
the fuck it's called.
Huh?
So it's he'd like made a new genre name,
Right.
social thriller or something. But yeah, that's a good movie. His new movie is probably going to be really good too.
Which is this?
Us. It's another kind of horror movie. But yeah, he's hosting the Twilight Zone, so that's cool. And they did a cool trailer where like it like cuts back to the Super Bowl, and then it like glitches out, and it shows like the stadium, and all the people disappear, and he's just like walking on his own through the
Wow.
football stadium.
That's pretty cool.
It's a really cool trailer. I'll show it to
Yeah.
you after this.
I've the only bit of Twilight Zone I've ever seen was
My voice is starting to go. I'm gonna turn my gain up a little bit.
Go for it.
Jesus
The
Christ.
the only bit of Twilight Zone I've ever seen was the snippet that they show on the Tower of Terror ride in Disneyland Paris.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone's a great
Which
show.
I didn't know that ride was based off of off of Twilight Zone until I got on it. I was sitting in it.
I didn't know it was
Charlotte
based off
told
of
me.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Twilight Zone's a really good show. Even still, it holds up really well.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's some really cool concepts in there. I think there's one where
it's
like
not on Netflix though, is it?
it's
Then
not.
fuck it.
The sun gets closer to the earth or something, and there's some like all each episode is like a different story. It's like Black Mirror,
Okay.
but
right.
you know,
Old.
old and
Yeah.
not about technology,
Yeah.
which makes it a little bit more endearing. Because you're like, okay, ghosts can always exist, but at a point you have to be like, all right, we get it.
Yeah.
We get it. Technology is bad. We should throw out all of our technology and
Yeah.
just look at stones all day.
I'll stop watching your show on my fucking tablet then.
Yeah. Fuck you, Black Mirror. You love this.
Yeah. Right.
What if phones, but too much?
Yeah.
Will we take a break and then come back and talk about the movie?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
actually a TV show this time, the pilot.
The pilot
should say.
episode.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
don't think it was a
practically
pilot.
movie.
I don't think it was a pilot. I think they had the whole thing
they just
ready
made
to
the
go.
whole thing,
Yeah.
surely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Let's get into it after this.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Woo!
We're back.
We're back. I watched the trailer, the Twilight Zone trailer. It's really good.
It's
really
good,
good trailer. Yeah, it's really great. So this week we watched the first episode of a TV show from a really long time ago.
You don't remember the name, do you?
Corleone.
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 I thought you were fucking stalling.
No, it's the pilot of a.
Actually, it's Corleone, an era of crime and violence.
Ooh. That's pretty accurate based off of what we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was on Sky Arts in HD.
Yes.
And my coworker Stephen gave it to me.
Shout out to Stephen for making our job incredibly easy.
Yeah, he straight up handed me the DVD. For all of those Barry out there who have suggested a thing and are waiting for that thing to be done, give us the copy of it.
I think Barry. I said Barry. Fucking Barry sent us like a link.
A link?
Or to a download, maybe?
Right.
I'm not sure. I might be wrong.
Okay.
But I think I clicked the link and there was nothing there. So, I don't know.
Perhaps you entered the Twilight Zone.
That's very possible. Imagine a link that leads nowhere.
Making jokes you only just learned how to understand. Yeah, so we watched this thing. I was fucking pretty good. It was pretty fucking good. He's like really into it, my coworker Stephen. He owns the entire box set. He said that he watched it on television at the time, probably on Sky Arts, and he loved it so much that he went and bought the box set.
That's a pure form of love right there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was pretty excited to watch it, and we checked out the first episode.
We did. Each episode's like
long
as fuck, it seems. Did we even check out the first episode, or did we end up like...
We left it pretty... At some point, I'd say there was probably only like 5 or 10 minutes left in the end of it, but we did stop it early because 2 really big things happened, and we were like, either of those points would have been enough to end it on, to be honest. Because they were like, you know...
And also a little bit as well is that I kind of want to go back and watch it with subtitles.
Yeah, which is really cool. Yeah. But it was really enjoyable. So it's about... Do you want...
Toto from The Wizard of Oz got into some
dog.
shit after that movie. Now, it narrates the life of Toto Rina.
Brian's reading off the DVD.
I've only read the first paragraph. I don't want any spoilers.
Okay.
It's about this guy called Toto Rina in 1940s Sicily?
I think it is Sicily, yeah.
Yeah, probably, right? Let's just pretend it is and hope for the best. That's where all the gangsters come from.
Damn Sicilians.
That's where Godfather. That's where Godfather from. That's his name in that movie.
Godfather Corleone.
Yeah. That's where he came from. It's about him growing up as a gangster after his family just get obliterated.
Yeah. Opening scene. Jesus, what a thick cunt his dad was. Fucking. they're doing like farm work or whatever, you know.
Yeah, as you do.
It's a simple time.
It's the 1940s in Sicily. There's not much else you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this is after the war as well.
Yeah, presumably because they uncover a bomb, right? And then they're all standing around it going, oh, Bombe, say Bombe.
Bomba.
Right, Bomba, whatever the fuck, who cares? I don't speak the language. And then the dad brings it into like his work shed. And then all the like kids are like it's
not after
kids.
The war, it's during the war. We're retards.
Okay, well then his dad is even more of a retard because his dad brings it in to his work shed, and like his younger son is standing right beside him, and his older son is like nearby, and he's just digging like a screwdriver into it.
Yeah,
he's just
as you do.
fucking around with the bomb.
Oh shit, it's a bomb.
If it's during wartime. It wasn't the protocol if you found a bomb during wartime.
The war might be over.
It?
The war might be over in Italy at this point. No, don't bury a bomb.
Well, that's what they said.
Some poor fuckers will find it again.
No, but they found it again, and it did nothing until they took it out and started fucking around with it with a screwdriver. Because then it explodes and kills the dad and presumably the older son, and then that younger son
No. The younger son dies.
I thought it was the older son.
Remember, it was a little coffin.
Oh, it was a little coffin. You're right. It was a teeny tiny little son, and then
It was even smaller than the kid himself, because there was so little of him left.
Oh. Yeah, it was a massive explosion. It looked pretty.
I don't know why they stressed that point in English.
But it was a good explosion. You know,
Yeah.
nice explosion. It
It
looked
looked
really
great.
good.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Like the kid takes over as like head of the family,
And
and
he's got to start providing. And in Sicily in the 1940s, that means you got to join the mafia.
yeah.
Because you see the mafia man walking down the street and you're like, this guy's cool.
Yeah, he's got all the money. Look how shiny those shoes are.
Look how shiny his shoes are. Look at how nice his hat is. That doesn't match his suit, but whatever, we'll let that slide.
It's a pretty pimpin' cane, you know.
They all have pimping canes.
They all have pimpin' canes, yeah.
None of them have a limp. Except for one guy, I think we thought that he didn't need it, but he might have actually needed it. He looked kind of...
Because his is distinctly more of a pimp cane than the rest of them as well. The other old like mafia men seem to just have like walking sticks, but his is like a bit like a proper cane. So I think he actually needs it to walk. Yeah. But yeah, he kind of takes that one who struggles to walk, takes the kid in under his wing, and kind of almost like picks him and his friends, his like group of friends, like 3 friends.
Yeah.
To be mafia lads.
To be mafia lads.
Yeah.
Couple of lads in the mafia.
Yeah.
And they go do jobs for him. And
they do. That's pretty much what we see. And some of the jobs are fucked. They're really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that scene?
Yeah, so there's a bit where these young lads, like they're young lads, like they couldn't be older than like maybe 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
They
Sorry, I'm going to make a drink.
Yeah, go for it. They have to go and like sabotage a farm. All right, that seems to be the majority of what they're doing is just sabotaging farmland that is presumably is not paid up with these gangsters. So there's like a scene of them like just destroying melons, and then that's when your man is kind of picked out as like the favorite of the group because he shows real fucking proper chops in his melon destroying skills. Yeah, whatever.
Real fucking gumption show.
Yeah. So then they go to this farmer's house at night, and you see them walk into all these sheep, and you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen? And then it cuts to a shot inside the farmer's like house, and he's like lying there asleep, and suddenly something comes flying through the window and lands right in his bed, and it's a sheep's head.
Skinned.
It's a skinned sheep head.
Which I think actually means that whoever was filming the movie got a sheep's head from a butcher.
And had to, oh, yeah.
And that's why it was skinned. I think the skin was not actually intentional.
That makes sense. But yeah, it's...
But the fact that it is skinned does make it a lot more impactful.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's graphic as fuck. Oh my god. It was so like, Jesus Christ. And then the fucking main kid just starts picking off these sheep with a shotgun.
Yeah,
he's just emptying rounds into these fucking sheep.
I don't know if he even reloads. And it's a double barrel shotgun.
He reloads once, and then it's just the sound of him shooting again and again, and all the other kids watching in horror. Yeah,
they're like, yo, dude, we gotta get out of here. We just did a crime. And he's like, he just hates sheep. That seems to be his character.
His origin story. Yeah.
He decides to become a mafia lord to really just kill all
terrorize
sheep.
all these sheep, and then it starts to be like a thing of. Oh. Well, actually, we should mention that this is based off of a true story.
Yes,
but it's also got one massively fabricated element, which is that his best friend becomes a police officer.
Well, I think maybe because that police officer is a real guy.
Yeah.
Who caught him?
Yeah, presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I read that on the back of the box.
Right.
That's not a spoiler. It's a real thing that happened.
Yes.
So I think maybe that part's true, but the fact that they were childhood best friends
is not true. That's not true.
I could be wrong though. I'm just guessing. I don't know why I'm guessing that.
Yeah, but it just it adds an element of drama.
Yeah.
Because that kid is like a real fucking stickler to for the rules, and he's just really into his communism, man.
It's a fucking classic like premise. Two kids go in different directions
paths,
that bring them back together in an unlikely way at the end as adversaries.
Yeah. But what happens then is this kid who's like training to be a police officer, his friend, is kind of the apprentice almost to this kind of. He seems to be like just some figure of authority. He seems to be like a. What even was that guy? He just seemed like.
What guy?
The guy with the mustache who died. They all have mustaches, but the one who got beaten.
Yeah. He was the socialism man.
Yeah.
He was giving out red books.
He was.
People.
Yeah.
No, he was just a guy.
Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, that guy is like kind of...
He seemed to be vocally against the mafia, though.
Yes, yeah, and he was like training your man, the kid, and like helping him to become a police officer or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And then and then there's a scene where the mafia are like giving out to that guy in the street, right? And they're all like huddled around him, including the main kid of the story. And your man like grabs the guy with the limp. We should have come up with names for these people.
Yeah,
but the guy with the cane, the pimpin' ass cane,
is
confronting the guy who's like training this young police officer. And they're having this confrontation, and then the guy training the police officer grabs the gun and like
your man pulls the gun on him. He pulls the gun on him,
and then he grabs the gun and puts it into his own chest as if to be like, "Go on, fucking shoot."
Presumably,
shoot me.
He said, "Shoot me."
Yeah, and your man like obviously does nothing, and then he like pushes the gun away.
No, he takes the gun off of him.
Oh right.
And pushes him back.
Yeah, pushes him back, and he flies back into a pile of shit.
Yes.
That is on the floor. This mafia boss who is he's like the mentor for the young kid.
He's a capo, I think, is what they're called.
Right.
There's the capos, and then there's the I don't know. I can't.
I don't know
anything about the years since I've watched. I watched Sopranos recently, but that I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched that much gangster shit. But then, anyway,
Goodfellas. That's another good gangster movie.
I've seen that one.
That's
but
good.
but then they just later on they beat the living fucking shit out of that guy who for disrespecting this mafia boss, and then he just disappears. He's just gone, and no one knows where he is.
That's what happens when you disrespect a mafia boss.
And your man,
the Don,
the kid that he was training, the kid's best friend or whatever, gets a letter being like, "You did it. You can train to be a police officer." And he goes to tell your man, but he's just gone. He's gone like the wind, and we never find out what happened to him.
We do.
What? When?
When the kid goes to prison.
That's not why he went to prison for.
That's not why he went to prison. But remember, there's the scene where he runs up after he gets his grades. And they find the jacket. Oh,
that's right. Yeah, they do find his jacket and shit. Yeah, so he was killed, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, like, I knew that, obviously, but you never find out how they kill him. You know?
Oh, yeah. Assuming they just shoot him or something.
But anyway.
Or beat him to death, probably.
Yeah. But then it all ends in...
Well, we ended it.
Yeah.
Where we stopped watching.
Yeah. I mean, look, you take over. I've been talking about this for ages.
What were you going to talk about?
The bit where the kid ends up going to jail.
Oh, yeah. The farmer's son whose sheep got all shot up. They kind of have... They keep going back to him as well, and he's
trying to get the father to do something about it.
Machinations of revenge going on. So he has a gun and stuff, and oh, man. Scary.
Woohoo! It's a teeny tiny baby little gun compared to the gun that the actual main kid has.
And him and the main kid, Toto, have a bit of a standoff. And then, see, at this point, Toto and his friends have been given suits and guns by the mafia boss, because of course they have.
Yeah.
And so they shoot each other. Toto gets shot in the leg. He shoots the other kid in the chest. The kid dies.
Yeah. But it's really good because they like pull the guns on each other, and there's this moment where it's like, oh fuck, ooh, what's gonna happen? And then
it's a well done scene. It's yeah.
And they're standing like outside a church, up a bunch of steps, and then the fucking bell rings in the church, and Toto just, as the bell rings, just
almost like it.
It triggered him, like he jolted and just pulls the trigger and shoots your man in the chest, and then as he falls, that guy shoots Toto in the leg, and then rolls down the steps dramatically.
And then the other kid shows up.
The police officer.
Briago, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Briago shows up. He's the police kid.
Right.
Who's going to grow up to be the policeman.
Yeah.
And he puts the belt on his leg and saves him, basically.
Yeah. Carries him off.
And then Toto goes to prison for fucking 20 years or whatever.
And then he comes out and he looks really weird. He's grown up. He's
like the least handsome mafia man who's ever lived.
Yeah. All the rest of his friends, they all look great.
Oh, they're all so handsome. They're all big, handsome Italian men. Italian stallions, if you will.
And he's just got he's got good hair. He's got a shitty little pencil mustache. He's got these weird kind of big teeth that they don't look that bad when his mouth's open, but they're so big that they you can see his lip kind of protruding where his teeth are underneath.
If you're gonna
has his mouth closed,
if you're gonna have a mustache that's solid all the way across your lip, don't have it be tiny.
No, you should have it start higher up, right?
Yeah. Only psychopaths groom their mustache that much.
Huh?
Only psychopaths groom their mustache that much.
Yeah.
Look who else groomed the shit out of their mustache. Hitler.
And Charlie Chaplin. Found out weird shit about him this week as well.
Oh?
Yeah. It's pretty weird. Okay. Do you want to get into it? He's just really into younger women. That's
okay. That's so most movie people.
Yeah, but to these 15-year-old women.
Oh, okay. Woody Allen and Roman Polanski.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah. It's fucked. Anyway, everyone's
Jimmy
fucked.
Page from Led Zeppelin.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody.
He would have, as he would call them, baby groupies.
Oh, Jesus.
Not actual,
Yeah, I know, but
13, 14-year-olds.
That's horrible.
He went out with, a 15-year-old, I think, when he was 20.
Oh.
If you're Jimmy Page, you can get someone who's 20, Jimmy.
Right?
Come on. What are you doing trying to impress these young girls?
Oh, that's pretty fucked. Anyway.
People are all fucking horrible.
Yeah, including Corleone or whatever.
Tito. Tito's, he goes on after the movie to make Tito's vodka.
No, he's.
I think that vodka is Mexican, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. It's a good film. It's a good show. Presumably, the first episode of it's pretty good. I feel like we can't. The problem with watching a thing and it being good is we never have all that much stuff to say about it. We're just like, this was really well shot. This was pretty well shot, and
color correction was good.
Yeah, had some good moments of tension.
Good framing.
Yeah, all the performances seem to be really good as well.
Hard to tell
but no one seems to be doing a shit job.
You can definitely tell when someone's doing a really shit job.
Yeah.
Fucking The Presence.
Yeah, fuck.
Those actors were bad.
Think about that shit.
There's, I always especially when it's a movie that someone's recommended to us. I want to be able to say, a load about it and be really positive. I'm really positive about it. I just want to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really want to watch this as an actual. I love gangster movies and stuff. So
it
seems like it's right up my alley as well.
This is totally unrelated, but I forgot to do it on the last episode. Shout out to Martin Fahey. You're a fucking legend, man. I can't believe you listen to this show. I know I just swore.
Oh, yeah.
And you asked me not to swear as much on the
We've
show.
We've been swearing
when
so
you
much
said
this episode.
When you mentioned to me in work, he came into work and mentioned to me that he listens to this show and asked me not to swear as much. I'm sorry, Martin, that I've got such a fucking sailor's mouth. Gee, I just swore there. I can't not. But thanks for the support, man.
Yeah.
It's great to know that you're enjoying the show.
It's cool when someone you know just mentions it. Yeah. Unless it's an immediate family member, and then it's really scary.
No, it's terrifying. It's a little scary with Martin, but
yeah. Martin seems on the level.
I think Martin's pretty on the level. Yeah, Martin's a legend. So yeah, thanks for that, Martin. And thank you, Stephen, for the recommendation. It was a really good one. I genuinely enjoyed it. Yeah, and I wish we did have more to say about it than this. Other than. If you're someone who watches shows and stuff and enjoys watching long form storytelling, this is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say watch it with the subtitles though.
Yeah, that would be a recommendation.
But even without the subtitles, we followed it.
Pretty
mostly.
good. Yeah,
it was pretty good. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job on that recommendation. That was
Yeah.
good.
And we massively appreciate it. Keep them coming, but if you can give us the hard copy,
if you can put the hard copy of the movie in our hands, we're obligated to watch it at that point. Like, we can't not watch it.
Yeah, because that's the thing. That's the reason we did this one immediately as well. Because in my head, I was like, I can't have that forever. Like, he really wants it back. Like, but when he gave it to me, he kept being like, "Now just don't lose it," and I kind of joking, but not joking at all. So. Yeah, genuinely, it means a lot to him, this thing, and I appreciate that
it's really good.
Sent it our way. Yeah.
Good shout.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I think that's it.
I think that's it.
I'm really sorry. I have to take another break.
That's chill.
Peeing like a demon.
Go for it.
We'll be right back.
Ack.
That didn't work.
Ack.
That didn't work at all. All right. Males. Sorry about that.
Not sorry, never sorry.
It's time for the emails portion. I should have got the email ready.
Yeah.
Dara Stahl.
Hi, I'm Dara. I'm eating some spicy hula hoop ring things. What are these called, Brian? They're fucking amazing.
They're just called hula hoops.
No,
they're not. They're
no.
They have another name, but
they're
I can't
fucking incredible. Everyone look out for them. It comes in like a bigger packet than the hula hoop shit does. They're great.
Don't chew into the mic though. People hate that.
Then don't ask me to stall as I'm grabbing some. Now, I assume this is an email from Barry.
I haven't checked. I'm fucking.
I hope that there is one.
So slow.
I hope that there is one. There's always a moment where I'm like, oh, what if there isn't an email? Oh, it's loading. It's loading. Is there no email? Oh my god.
No.
There's no email.
Now there is, yeah.
A word from Barry, ladies and gentlemen. Thank fucking God.
How do you know it's from Barry?
Just because.
Yeah, you're right. It is a word from Barry. The subject line says, "I wish my January had been dry," by which I mean no Aquaman. Howdy, fellas. After Brian mentioned it, I trawled through several bad comics to witness that Black Manta silent murder scene in all three pages of its glory. Brightest Day, issue 1, to spare anyone else. I forgot what it was. I just had seen it online.
It's issue 1 too. Jesus.
It's fucking great. He just Aquaman's back and he just murders everyone with a knife and walks back into the sea. He doesn't even put his suit on. Wow. He just walks into the sea.
I'm definitely gonna check that shit out. Thank you for finding it, Barry.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't know what it was from either, so that's great. I guess I like an Aquaman character now. Gross. I don't know, man. I just like it when an invulnerable magic god man gets his ass kicked by a dude who's got nothing but a knife, a gun, and a fuck you attitude. Wikipedia also states he's both autistic and a black rights activist, but in incredibly stupid comic book ways that I would describe as as good. Or I would not describe as good. Sorry.
So... like the character or the actor?
The character.
Right.
The character is autistic and a black rights activist, and you know that comic books can probably handle that.
Oh yes,
with grace,
absolute
subtlety. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Oh Jesus.
God damn it, Tara! Write that article about the MCU's differing stages. You fuck. It sounds super fucking interesting, and I respect and value in your opinions. You son of a bitch.
Wow, that's a pleasant surprise.
We are, of course, always open to article submissions on any kind of pop culture, but that in particular really strikes my interest, and I'm sure it'd be great. Again, check out Virtual Citizens.
Yeah, definitely do. It's a great
website.
I'll get up to that as well, Barry.
Oh, cool. Having watched Star Trek The Next Generation recently as well, it's an odd feeling when you run into meme origins. The shot of Picard yelling with one arm extended, for instance, is much weirder under circumstances than you might expect. Every episode of Star Trek The Next Generation is weird. There's no normal episode.
I would really like to know what is going on in the origins of these memes, though. Does he mention? Does he say?
No.
Barry, right back in. I know you will anyway, but mention that when you do.
As for memes about Star Trek, my favorite is the Twitter account that just lists fake synopsis for an eighth season of the show. They are all worryingly plausible. A favorite. Worf is framed for the murder of a depraved Klingon poet. Data and Geordi panic after trapping a hornet under a cup. Having currently watching The Next Generation, that is perfect. That could be an episode. I'm not entirely convinced that I won't run into that episode at some point. That's hilarious. I'm gonna have to. That's at TNG season _S8.
Wow, that's
on Twitter. So that's
quite the handle.
It's TNG season 8 and then at TNG _S8.
Okay, fair enough. All right, yeah.
I hope. Well, first of all, I hope Dara is actually watching Avatar, as claimed.
Oh shit. I'll
He's
get
not,
back to that.
But
I have a thing to mention about that though, so go on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's bullshit after this. We can talk about anything. But giving him the benefit of the doubt, I hope it wasn't overhyped for him. It is one of those shows you hear nothing but good things about. But it's also a children's cartoon from 2003, and it takes a little while to get interesting. Toph doesn't show up until season 2, for instance. Well, at least Iroh's in it from the start. Iroh's a great character. The
end of that email would have made so much sense to me if I fucking done what I said I would do. But for what it's worth,
he's
Barry,
right though. It is a kids show from 2003. Like people,
yeah.
I feel like that's never prefaced enough with that show. It's great though. Well, it's fantastic.
I was talking to Roshin earlier, who also shout out to Roshin because she shared like a screenshot of her listening to the podcast on Spotify on her Instagram story. So thank you very much for that. That was new sound.
Everybody share pictures of the podcast and send them to us, and we will reply with a thanks.
Give you an owl sound for that, lads. But Roshin listened to the episode today and then hit me up being like, "You haven't seen Avatar? What the fuck? I'll watch it with you next time I come over to hang out." So now I have someone else who's going to hold me to it in person, Barry. Because Roshi and I watched the entirety of F is for Family season 3 together, but we didn't. Like, now that's gone. We've finished it.
I haven't watched that yet.
It's really good. Yeah, it might be the best. It might be the best season.
That ruined a Christmas for me. Yeah. I've told you about this. I haven't said it on the podcast though. One Christmas Eve, one year, F is for Family had just come out, I think, and I was like, "Oh, I like Bill Burr. I'm gonna check out his show." And it was Christmas Eve, so I wasn't doing anything. I was just hanging out here, having a few drinks. Mm-hmm. Started watching F is for Family. Kept watching F is for Family. Kept drinking. Kept drinking for far too long. Went to bed after we opened presents on Christmas morning. Woke up just absolutely horrifically hungover. Like, I think it might be the worst hangover I've ever had. Because I was drinking Mickey Finn's and 7-Up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which is a very sugary drink. So it gets into your stomach and you're just...
That sounds horrific.
Like, I was drinking rum and cokes on Sunday. And I woke up the next day and I was really, like, sick. Yeah. Like, in my stomach, I could feel it. And I'm like, I didn't, like, drink a ton last night. I'm not usually...
Wait, it was the actual full-on Coke, like?
No. I had got Aldi's Diet Coke. Turns out there's fucking sugar in it.
Well, there's sugar in that Coke.
Is there?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, there's no sugar in Diet Coke?
No, there's no sugar in Diet Coke. No sugar, no calories.
Then what the fuck is the difference between that and Coke Zero?
No calories in Coke Zero either.
Yeah, you just realized that it's both, didn't you, as you were saying that? They both have calories and no sugar then.
Yeah.
So then it's literally just different branding.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid. They taste the exact
Maybe
same as well.
Coke Zero
and
have
they both
zero...
taste like shit.
Does Coke Zero have zero caffeine, maybe?
I don't know. But either way.
But yeah, there's no sugar in this. There's sugar in the Aldi Diet Coke, and that's why I was really sick the day after. Because sugary drinks just make me... I stay away from sugar as much as I can.
Yeah.
I rarely intake sugar, so when I do,
there's an empty can of Monster on the table.
Oh, yeah. One can of Monster in a day isn't going to kill me. But, 5 rum and Cokes.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I'm fucking sick after that. Even one can of Monster, is somewhat shaky. Like, might not be safe.
Yeah. Oh, also before we get away from it, Barry, I'll write that article. I'm gonna get to it because I need an excuse to use the keyboard attachment from my iPad. I still haven't even taken it out of the box yet. I've not used that thing. So if
I want to write an article now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, why not? Like he said, they're always open for submissions.
I could write some good gaming
verticalshitcitizens.com.
articles. I could be a games journalist.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a games journalist.
Right.
It seems like a job that disappears very quickly.
I can imagine.
What's wrong? What's going on here?
I'm moving
yeah.
slightly over here. It's because you did it on the piano. I'm also gonna do it on the piano.
Hang on. Wait. Also, if you want to send us an email,
Yeah.
it's what is it?
It's translationlostpod at gmail.com.
Translationlostpod
My mic's on the floor, so I have to crouch to talk into it right now.
at gmail.com.
Okay, I don't know this on piano, so this is gonna be fun.
I do.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bullshit for Brian. Bullshit for Brian. Hair like a lion. Curly hair lion. Bullshit for Brian. Bullshit for Brian. No, we're not a lion. Time for bullshit for Brian. Can I just put, I can't, that song is so easy. I can't believe I figured it out as quickly as I did.
Oh yeah.
Right.
3 chords there.
I know, but like
You've been
it's
playing
just the
piano
order
so
of it,
much.
you know?
If you couldn't figure that out immediately, I would have lost all faith in
But it's
you.
the order of it. I never ever think of the order of it, and you just have to kind of feel it when you play. But you do every time on every instrument. It's insane.
I'm the same. I never know it until we start playing it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right?
I think it's G first, and then
Yeah,
we play
I
G,
know
and
for
I'm like,
sure it
alright.
starts on G, but I never know if it's C or D. It goes to next.
It's-
I just like it's C. I know now because we just did
Even
it.
now, it's like not solid in my brain.
Anyway, this is the bullshit segment.
This is where we just let it all hang out.
Well,
This is where
whip
we
it out, Brian. Let it all hang out.
It's been hanging out this whole time. No, this is where we just hang out and talk about whatever.
Which this week
uh,
we wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, we wanted to talk about gym dickheads.
A bit of Jim Dickery
Yeah,
has been going on. Listen,
We've been
it's-
going to
it's, It's 2019.
Yeah.
How are people still behaving like a bad meme in the gym? What the fuck is your problem? Do you not use the internet? Do you not realize that everyone thinks you're a dick?
Not even the internet. People make fun of this everywhere. Everywhere.
Face to face, they will talk to each other about. If you are lifting like massive fucking dumbbells and you're like, oh, I'm so big and strong, look at me and my big fucking dumbbells. If you're so big and strong, put them back down. Just place them on the ground.
Yeah, you should be strong enough to not drop them.
Yeah.
don't be a
you
pussy,
should have the
like-
control.
Yeah.
You know? It's not like, yeah, I'm the biggest, strongest
When
guy
you-
in
when
here,
you
but
drop-
that's it. I've got that's all my strength gone.
When you drop your weights, that's actually you bitching out.
yeah, and that's what everyone thinks.
Yeah, it
No,
doesn't
everyone-
sound like you're stopping on your terms.
Yeah, because there was a guy. There was a guy like that in the gym like a couple weeks ago. But there was a guy in there earlier today.
No, the guy a couple of weeks ago was worse than this guy, I think. This guy was presenting douche more.
Yeah.
That guy was acting more douche.
Yeah. Okay, but
Although
I don't
this
know,
guy was
though.
grunting.
This guy, the guy today. Do you want to talk about him? He's one of them. It sounds like
Stop,
he's
like,
fucking the dumbbells.
Yeah, like, dude.
And he's got like those big fucking Bluetooth headphones on him. So he's like, I figure he's like, if I can't hear myself over this
Yeah.
music, I'm not grunting loud enough.
First of all, those dumbbells are too big for your scrawny bitch arms.
Yeah, he's using these massive dumbbells. These
you're
massive,
going-
like 20-something kg dumbbells and just barely moving his arms.
Yeah, just
when
slightly
trying
up and
to
down.
lift them.
You're gonna
Yeah.
do that for a bit, and then you're gonna get an injury and not be able to work out anymore.
No, you're gonna do that for a bit, and then you're gonna drop it on the ground like a dickhead.
And then everyone's gonna know you're a weakling.
No.
You don't need to tell them after
No.
that.
But whatever about that shit, he was also just dressed the most douchey I've ever seen someone in the gym, man. He was wearing like skin tight fucking green tracksuit
And now,
bottoms.
just preface this real quick.
Uh-huh.
We think everyone should go to the gym. It's good.
Yeah, it's great.
I'll never make fun of anyone for working out,
No,
but I'll make fun of someone for acting like a fucking
yeah,
dickhead.
for working out like a knob.
Yeah,
You're getting made fun of.
If you're
right?
just working out, I'm not gonna make fun of you
Right.
because you're just doing. Everyone's got to hustle.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. But and then he's wearing a fucking tie-dye sleeveless top, right? Which, whatever, I own a sleeveless top just like that. It says good vibes on it. It's ridiculous, but I got it for €1 and pennies.
Yeah.
So I wear it in the gym sometimes, right? But then he had a baseball cap on, backwards, with his fucking Bluetooth headphones over it.
If you're wearing a backwards cap at the gym, fuck you.
And he's lying on a bench with a backwards baseball cap on. Like, how does that work? How is that working? You look like such a tool. How do you not know?
And you know what? If you were just working out quietly, never would have noticed.
Never would have noticed. That guy, he could have looked at like as much of a tool as he wanted. I've gone to the gym wearing a hat before, and the reason for it was because I had coconut oil in my hair because I was trying that whole be good to your hair thing, right? Which I'll still do it from time to time. I'll mind you if like a big thing's coming up.
I gotta try that. I've never tried that.
Your hair feels amazing afterwards, to be honest.
I'm gonna try that. That
well,
sounds
I'm
good.
way too lazy to do it as frequently as you're supposed to. So now I'll just do it if like there's a big thing.
I gotta start getting into like skincare and shit because I feel like I don't do that enough.
I like a bit of self-care, man. If it makes it feel, if it's good for the self-esteem, if nothing else, right? But anyway, I've gone to the gym with coconut oil in my hair, so I've worn a hat because my hair, it just makes your hair look like it's ridiculously greasy while it's in.
Yeah.
So I would have like a cap on while I'm in the gym. But then, to be honest, halfway through, I felt like a knob, and I was like, I would rather have me fucking disgusting greasy hair out, and I just took the hat off.
No. Well, your hat wasn't backwards, probably.
It was not backwards. It wasn't backwards.
Because a backwards cap is useful for fucking nothing.
Oh wait,
no, it's for back of your neck, I guess.
But useful for keeping the back of your neck from getting burnt, or when you're getting really into a Pokemon game. That is the only 2 times the backwards cap is appropriate.
And guess what? It's an overcast February day and you're inside.
Yes.
In Ireland.
Yes.
Fuck out of here with your backwards cap. Like, you need
cap.
that.
Jesus
and your
Christ.
shorts.
Like, I wear a baseball cap in winter sometimes to keep the rain off my glasses. But that doesn't work if you're doing it backwards, bro. And he wasn't wearing glasses. This guy he drove me insane, Brian.
He was chewing gum too.
He was chewing gum. He was chewing gum. He was lying down on a bench, holding fucking massive dumbbells, chewing gum.
Yeah. It's so he look cool.
Or is he trying to look like he doesn't give a fuck? Because if he didn't give a fuck, he wouldn't be in the gym.
Looking at him, it didn't seem like he gave that much of a fuck, because he really didn't seem to be, you know. His arms were not big enough to be lifting weights that big.
No, they weren't. Look,
and he wasn't getting a full motion. His form was bad.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Like, I was talking to you about this earlier, but I see loads of like young lads in the gym, and they're real fucking like scrawny little skinny lads. So same as myself, but they'd have like the much more junky, like super skinny arms, but that are just nothing but muscle. You can see a really prominent vein in this super skinny arm because they're doing the same shit where they're lifting a weight that's way too heavy, and they're doing these shitty little reps that aren't real reps, and they're not getting the full extension, and so they're not getting the benefit of the exercise. And I always want to know at what point is it like appropriate to be like, hey, listen, man, you're not doing this right. Like, I just want to advise, but I feel like it comes off as dickery, like it's real snobbery, gym snobbery.
You have to be lifting big weights, or people are going to think you're a dick.
That's true.
People are going to think you're a dickhead if they see you lifting just the bar with band. Oh wait, no. I've never looked at anyone who's just lifting the bar and said, what a prick.
Yeah.
I've always looked at people who are lifting stuff that's way too heavy for them and said,
what a fucking prick. Yeah. It's like, I've recently gone down in weight because
I did too.
We're both doing this new thing where it's like where we're trying, even though our form was pretty good before, we're trying to make sure that there's absolutely zero arch in our back when we're doing like bench presses and stuff, or in like inverted bench press.
And you got to go down on weights to get better at form.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and that's fine. You're still doing lifting. You know? It's
like and you're still bettering yourself.
Yeah,
you know. It's fucking like little steps at a time. You do not overdo it and then just what, for the look of it. Like, there weren't even any women around. They were all the only women in the gym at the time were like at the treadmill section over there. You know, who was that show for? Was it for us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, we did look pretty sexy. Me standing there in my Brian's
when I
face
cross
t-shirt.
my arms, when I cross my arms and look in the mirror in the gym, my arms look huge.
Yeah, man, the lighting in the gym is so
I don't know what's
flattering.
going on
It's
with
so
the gym
flattering.
mirrors and lights. They're
Yeah.
just I want to exclusively be filmed in that gym
Right.
through the mirror.
Yeah, man. There's just something about it.
Ah, they just look so good. They make you look like a fucking beast.
It's probably for motivation. Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
because I look at myself in there and I'm like, oh yeah, you're killing it.
Yeah.
Although my triceps today were fucking just swollen out of it, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Mm.
Gym's going well, though.
Yeah, man.
I don't think update on the gym.
Yeah. We're still going, and
Still
it's good.
going.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't bitched out yet.
Well, you bitched out for the last week.
I didn't want to though. I worked out here and I was like upset that I didn't get to go to the gym.
Yeah, I was still going every single day, and it was really lonely.
Oh, that's so sad. I have a 18 kg kettlebell, which is really good for squats.
Yeah, you can imagine
Goblet
actually.
squats.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I've been wanting to look at I've seen some people get really buff on kettlebells.
Yeah, they're good. I saw Tom Holland using one on Instagram the other day.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's tiny though. He's like a little baby.
He's the exact kind of like jacked that I'm going for.
Oh yeah.
I'm somewhat approaching his level, but I would like to go a little beyond it. To be honest,
I can see you could be a Spider-Man. I think.
You think I can be
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
yeah. You've got a look about you.
Yeah. Well, is it the fact that I'm currently wearing red tracksuit bottoms?
No, I could see you as Peter Parker. I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
really? If I
yeah.
was clean shaven, presumably.
Yeah, you'd have
Yeah,
to be clean shaven.
right.
I think.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
couldn't be-
definitely. But I do look like a child when I'm clean shaven. To be fair.
I'm presenting Peter B. Parker right now because I've
You
got a
just
bit of a
slapped the
gut.
belly.
I've got a bit of a gut on me. We're working on it. The gut's going down.
Yeah,
ever
man.
so slightly.
Yeah, bit by bit, baby steps.
Bit by bit. Give me like a year and I'll be in great
I've said
shape.
it to you a million times, man. But you gotta do cardio when I'm not there.
It's so.
You know?
It's just why though. I know why, obviously.
But you'd get like a runner's high off of it and stuff as well. You know.
I'm sure you do.
You definitely do.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
I'm lazy as fuck. The fact that I'm going to the gym is an anomaly. You want me to go to the gym and then run? We did cardio today. We walked to your house.
We did walk to my house immediately.
My
after the
legs
gym.
were fucking burning after that walk as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Brian.
Oh, dude, my cardio is really bad. Yeah.
Well,
I
then
gotta
that's
Yeah, absolutely. I do need to do some cardio, and I'm going to.
Good. I was up in Collection the other night, and my family were telling me about life with the new treadmill, with my ma using it all the time. Apparently, she wakes everyone at like 6:30 in the morning with just this coming from the fucking sitting room, and she couldn't hear that. She had the TV turned up so loud to like hear it over the treadmill that she was like gonna blow the speakers out of it. So Brendan hooked up the surround sound in the sitting room so she could hear it, and then he had to come down and unplug it all because she was using it too late at night.
Man, if I had a treadmill, holy shit, I would never be off.
Yeah, that would really up your game. I
Yeah,
feel.
yeah, because I could just sit in here on the treadmill, not sit.
Well,
Obviously,
if
that
you
would
went
defeat the purpose.
in our gym, you could just watch it on the treadmill. And
Could
your
I,
man
Jay?
goes
Oh yeah,
at
they
times.
have fucking Netflix
yeah,
on the.
Your man goes at
Have we ever
times.
said that on the podcast?
I don't know if we
They have Netflix on the treadmills and on the treadmills.
Yeah,
in our
like there's a
gyms.
screen on the treadmill and you can watch Netflix.
You can sign in with your own account.
Yeah,
and, watch
like
Netflix.
man, like your mother goes at times at which I do not go. You know, so when if she's going in and you're free and I'm not
That's
going,
true,
you
yeah.
should just go in, plug in your headphones, watch some fucking Trailer Park Boys or some shit,
the
and go
fucking
for a
problem
run.
is I don't want to go anywhere now because I just want to get driving myself so I can drive myself places.
Well,
Which is also a thing we should talk about.
yeah,
I drove a car.
yeah.
I drove a car and nobody died. That was fun. It was fun. The very first thing that happened to me when I took off in my car driving was some asshole wouldn't wait for me and passed me out. So I got to experience another dick driver as my very first driving experience.
Actually, I think your very first driving experience was the teacher going, "Put on your seatbelt, Brian."
No, that was the second time we took off. The first time I put the seatbelt on.
I don't
We drove up and down this same stretch of road like multiple times.
know.
And the second time I took off, just forgot to put my seatbelt on. And we were halfway down the road and I looked down and I was like, oh no. Also, I keep forgetting to turn off the indicators when I like pull out. I'll indicate to be like pulling out. But also, this was like the first time I've ever driven a fucking car. So
yeah, baby steps.
Stuff will become natural after a while.
Yeah,
I did well finding the choke point of the clutch.
Nice.
Yeah,
good. That's some tricky shit. I only drove a car once, but it kept cutting out on me. I was like 16.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have trouble getting my foot off the clutch because I'm too afraid that the car will jerk. But we're getting there. We'll get there. I hope to be driving by like Easter.
Nice. When's
Maybe not Easter. Easter's early this year, so like sometime after Easter,
When's
before
Easter?
summer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Think I fucking know when Easter is.
I don't know when Easter is. I think
then
it's.
Don't use it
I
as a
just
time
said
frame.
I think it's early this year. What the fuck? It's February right now. It's too cold to think of the future.
Easter's fucking ridiculous, by the way. Why do they change Easter? Why do they keep changing Easter? Just leave it as a day. Everything else is a day. You know? Why the fuck do we change Easter?
Just fuck you, that's why.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
The Easter bunny comes when he wants.
Jesus was not born on Christmas Day, and we all know it. You know? So why change Easter? Why do you move it around? I don't like it. I don't like that one.
Well, yeah, it's because Santa is a law-abiding citizen, and he put in the paperwork to get Christmas Day as his day. Easter Bunny's a fucking criminal. He shows up whenever he wants.
Rosie and I were talking about this. They should move they should move Christmas to like January 25th. Just push it forward like a month, even just in Ireland. Because like I said, it's not Jesus' real birthday. And if we kept the lights up a little longer and kept the ooh, Christmas is coming vibe going just a little bit more, I feel like that would help the winter, because you know, Christmas just happens, and then in your mind you're like, yeah, now summer's on the way, it's gonna get nice.
I was about to say this,
yeah. But then it's just, it gets worse.
Oh, dude, it's so cold.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been so cold.
Everyone's just waiting anxiously for it to snow. I'm terrified it will. I hate
the
snow.
Every day you wake up and you're like, oh, is this the day where I'm just stuck in my house for the next 4 days?
Yeah, like, fuck the snow, because I don't get stuck in my house for 4 days. I just have to walk to work.
The worst part is this time of year is the worst time for drinking. Because I'm always like, well, I don't want to get snowed in and not have something to do. You know, so I'll get a bottle of rum and have that there just to be safe. But,
and then you just drink it because
you have a problem. Drink it because I've got a drinking problem. I have a drinking problem.
Oh my God!
My name's Brian.
Said it.
I am an alcoholic. I'm not a fucking alcoholic.
Hi,
Get the fuck out of here. You don't have the authority to tell me that I have a drinking problem. You have a drinking problem. You don't even do it.
That's my problem.
I don't have a drinking problem. I just drink a lot.
No. It's a Tuesday, Brian.
It is a Tuesday. Yeah, no. The only reason is because I didn't
brew.
have this I have this left over from the weekend because I didn't drink a lot at the weekend.
You know that I'm in the same group chat as you. You know, I get messages of you going, "Do you ever get accidentally really drunk?" I get those messages. I know when you get fucked up. Like,
yeah, that happened. Yeah.
I am not the listeners of this show. I know your routine.
Yeah, but
there isn't one.
They're
your
not you.
Routine is drink.
You could have been a G about this and not told them, but now. Oh.
You know what? I was already a G earlier, and I didn't tell them that you told me earlier that both times you forgot to put on your fucking seatbelt.
Oh no! I said both times. I meant like twice. I drove like up and down that road maybe 5 or 6 times.
Okay, well.
So. Oh yeah, and I didn't say that on the podcast, but yeah, I forgot to do it twice.
Okay, whatever. Quick correction there.
That's hilarious. I'm not embarrassed about that. That's just funny. Like, all right, I got the handbrake, got everything. All right, we're good. Oh shit,
Brian, I've nearly eaten all of these fucking crisps, man. I can't stop.
Good, you need it, you skinny bastard. You stopped me from eating them. That's yeah.
Nice. Sweet, we're in this together.
Oh, there's so many Cheetos out there, though. I'm going to eat at least one of those packets, and I'm only going to try and eat one of those packets.
Don't worry, I'll try and eat the other 5. No, I think it's an 8-pack.
It's an 8-pack.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
They're small packets, though, too. So.
Yeah, sure. See what happens.
No, my big thing at the moment is cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude, I can't.
That's an unfortunate advice.
Yeah, it's because I've been eating better the last since the start of like Christmas. It just kind of goes to shit because it's Christmas. January starts, I get back into like eating better and stuff. I'm not getting all my sugar from like greasy carby food. So now my sweet tooth's back.
Right.
And now I see cookies and I'm like, oh, fucking sugar, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
But I think I've lost weight.
I think so.
The scales has been missing from my bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, they got rid of it over Christmas because they were like, let's not weigh ourselves over Christmas. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's fair. But it still hasn't come back, and I kind of need it at this point. I need to like know what I'm rocking with.
There doesn't seem to be a scale in our gym. What's that about?
I think it's in the other room that we never get into.
I went in there one time. I went in there the other day.
Oh, you got in?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a fucking exclusive room.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
never,
I was
never
right.
free.
There is a load of fucking mirrors in there. Which would be helpful for deadlifting.
Is there any
but
machines
there's always
in there?
a class going on in there. There's bikes. Loads of bikes.
I always like when we're driving past it, I look up and like the lights in there are going fucking mad.
Yeah.
And I'm always
so are
like,
the people.
yeah.
Sometimes I follow them on Instagram, and sometimes it's just their Instagram story, and it's like a brief video from inside that room, and they're just like, keep going now, 5 more seconds. It's just a bunch of L1 cycling. They're fucking their hearts look like they're gonna just stop. I mean, you can't see their hearts, but
We should shout out that gym, by the way.
Yeah, Energy
Fitness in Carlow is
that's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
really, really reasonably priced. They're all the people who work there are really nice.
Yeah, super friendly people.
You can just go in whenever.
Yeah.
Not a hashtag not a sponsor. If they sponsored us, I'd actually be fucking delighted.
Oh, man, I'd be so hyped.
Yeah.
No.
If anyone sponsored us, if you have a product that you want us to show, we'll do it.
You need two dickheads to talk about.
If you need a product that you only want advertised to like 6 people, we've got you covered.
A really exclusive product.
Yeah. Someone might click on the podcast by accident. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your CPM like?
Alright, what time are we at?
1 hour and 36 minutes.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I feel like we're fading a little.
That's pretty good. I feel like you're fading. I'm fucking. I haven't even begun to fade.
I don't think that's true.
My voice is starting to go.
Yeah, your voice has been started to go since like 20 minutes in.
It's because I've been smoking too many cigarettes.
Smoking too many of them vaporizers.
Actually, no, I've been really bad. I've smoked a ton of cigarettes the last few days.
Tisk, motherfucking tisk, Brian. I sold you that cool one and all. Got that.
That's right here. I've still used that. It's great.
Oh yeah? Let me just, oh, look at that. Almost an entirely full bottle of liquid.
Yeah. I don't need to use it that much because I'm already pretty good at not smoking.
Evidently not.
Not the last weekend, but... Actually, no, Saturday I was drinking with Ali. And Ali smokes like a fucking train.
You're just trying to keep up?
No.
Maintain that big
No,
dick
I
energy?
had 2 cigarettes that night.
Not
and it
bad.
was a night where I was like drinking and having the crack. And
Yeah.
usually when I'm drinking and having the crack, I like to smoke quite a few cigarettes.
No.
So that was good. That's a step in the right direction. Sunday, though. Sunday, I just let it all go by the wayside. And I smoked so many cigarettes.
That was the night you got accidentally drunk.
Yeah. I drank a bunch of Pilsners. Didn't realize
Like
that if
the
you...
boring guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Didn't realize that if you drink 4 Pilsners really quick, that it'll just get you drunk, and then drink more rum, and that'll also get you pretty drunk too. And yeah. Whoops.
Who knew that drinking loads of alcohol got you really drunk? I fucking know that, you twat.
Pilsner's not loads of alcohol. That's a bitch amount of alcohol. It's like 4.6.
Well, a bitch amount of alcohol got you really fucking drunk.
Oh, no.
Combined with the rum, yeah.
It got me tipsy. The rum got me the rest of the way.
It was a team effort, you see. Right. Now we're just talking about you drinking. We spent so much
Which
of
is
this
just
podcast
sad at
talking
this
about
point.
you drinking.
What a sad note to end on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have anything happy that you want to say before we go?
Not really.
You
said that and I thought of the saddest thing that's happening in my life right now. Immediately. That's why I was so quick with the not really.
Do I have anything happy to say before we go? Life is short.
Hang on.
You won't have to deal with it for much longer.
The guards are in my gaff, man.
Oh yeah, the guards showed up
are
at
in
your
my
house.
gaff. I don't know, they're probably not there now. But
Yeah.
the guards were in my gaff earlier.
Yeah.
What was that about? We went back to my house after the gym. I was like in the middle of making a mass gainer shake to bring with me here, really hurriedly. You
Yeah.
know? And then I hear a knock on the door, and I go and open it, and there's these two lads, these two gentlemen. They don't look like Gardy, but they go, sorry, is Mohammed here?
See, they could be insurance agents though as well.
They
or
could
something,
be, yeah,
But
but
it sounded like.
Sounded like guards. They're like, is Mohammed here? I'm like, oh yeah, Mohammed. And I like knock on my housemate's door, and I'm like, yo, Razak, there's some people here for you. I'm like, you're talking about like Mohammed Qasir, you know, blah blah. I started throwing out random bits of his name that I know because it's like 7 or 8 different names. And they're like, yeah, it's him. And then he comes out, and they're like, hi, Mohammed, we just need to take a what's it called, a statement there about the other night. And I'm like, okay. And then they go into his room, and then you and I just left. We just went to your house, and I have no idea what happened there.
Hopefully everything's okay.
I really
I
hope
assume
so.
it is. If they're just taking a statement, it's probably nothing too serious.
But don't you just hate it when the guards turn up at your gaff?
Yeah. Even like
When you've done nothing wrong.
we were just hanging. We were just getting your shit together
Yeah.
to leave. Like we weren't doing anything illegal.
No.
We never do anything illegal.
No, and it was
But
just like
just seeing the guards show up at a house, you're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck,
Oh.
we're in for it now.
Yeah.
Like that shouldn't be how it is.
no.
We should see the guards show up at a house and be like, oh cool, we're safe.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is totally chill.
Yeah, the
nothing
guards
can
are
go
here.
wrong,
Nothing
even
bad
more than
can happen
usual.
here.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
instead you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm going to jail.
don't know what I'm doing illegal, but I'm sure they'll find out.
Yeah. They'll point it out to me.
Yeah. I don't think I'm doing illegal, but God, they'll find something. You know?
Oh.
Just before we go, on a very distressing note, I found a nut.
Yeah, I saw that earlier on the floor.
Like a screw, nut, not a nut, like a
like a
food
testy.
nut. Or a testy. I found a nut on my floor, like that would be used in a thing.
Yeah, to like screw a thing to a thing.
I don't know where it came from,
idea.
and that's the most distressing thing ever. What's missing a nut now?
It could be this.
Is it my coffee table?
Is it you? That wouldn't be good. I put my feet on that all the time.
Is my coffee table?
Oh, that's not
There's
good.
a nut there that
put
I
my
think
feet
is
on
one of
that
these.
all the time.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
try and find the
terrifying.
other one, I guess.
That like second where you're like, what's broken? All right, we should probably end it there. I think we're kind of just
We're
getting off
waffling
into
now.
the weeds.
We're waffling now. All right. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. If you want to find us, you can do it at Translation Lost Podcast on
at
Facebook.
female,
No,
female
on the female social network.
Head to
site,
female.com. That's where Dara hangs out because he's a big girl.
You can find us at Translation Lost Podcast on Facebook. You can find us at TLostPod on Twitter if for some reason you want to do that. And you can find
You
us...
get updated every time we...
Yeah, you say that every single time. And then you can find us at translationlostpod@gmail.com. Write us any email about anything
Find
at
us on
all.
iTunes and Spotify. If
Yeah.
you're watching this on YouTube, you could have got it a whole day earlier on
Yeah,
Spotify and
you
iTunes.
could have locked your phone when you put it in your pocket.
Oh, yeah. I
Without paying for YouTube Red.
one night of using Spotify free.
Yeah. Oh, you can't, man.
No,
You
sorry,
can't
not
do
even
it.
1 night. 5 minutes of using Spotify free, and I was like, I'm just gonna pay for the full
Man,
thing.
it's fucking awful, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, thanks for having us, Spotify.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
free version is dog shit.
Well, that's but like it's not that expensive to get the.
No, I don't even notice it go out of my bank
Yeah,
account.
same.
But anyway.
Because we're big dick rich ballers.
Big dick rich ballers over here on the Translation Lost Podcast, and we will be better at this. Fuck it! Turn it off. Who cares? We'll be better at this next week.
Just we're definitely not big rich ballers. We've been using socks as pop filters for
I'm done. I'm playing
for
the
a
piano.
year.
I'm not a podcaster.
See ya.